People won't like me if I have more money. Welcome to day 4 in our 30-day Unlock Money Magic adventure specifically curated for women. So, you know that feeling when you have more money than people around you and you're almost trying to downplay it? You're trying to hide it, or if they find out, you apologize for it. It's like, yeah, I just got really lucky with this job. Or, yeah, I got really lucky with this investment, or whatever it is, but you feel uncomfortable that you have more money. Now, if you're in the other boat where you're envious, I have a video for you in a couple of days. This video is about feeling uncomfortable having more money and the fear of losing friends once you have more money. Because if you have that fear, then you're going to sabotage yourself unconsciously and you're not going to be more financially successful because you're afraid you're going to lose friends. So today we want to dig into where's that coming from, and we'll tap to start loosening that grip of this fear. So let's look at where it's coming from. So in our evolutionary history, we lived in small tribes, and the tribe had to all follow certain rules. So we had to be the same. We had to be the same in order to fit in. And when we were different, we were risking being kicked out of the tribe. And way back when, that was actually a death sentence, being kicked out of the tribe, because we could not survive on our own. So in our system, in our nervous system, that fear of being kicked out of the tribe is still very much alive. It feels very real. So naturally, today, if you're on a path of already making more money, or that part of you would love to make more money, but you realize that right now you're fitting in just fine with all the people around you, you know, consciously or unconsciously, you're no longer going to fit in, and then you're afraid of losing your friends. It also shows up in real life. Like, you may already be in a situation where people make snide comments like, well, must be nice to have that much money, even if you're generous. So, or you might have seen other people say it about somebody else who's making more money. They're talking about somebody who's making more money, and you internalized, it's not safe to make more money than my friends, because then I'm going to get kicked out of the tribe. It's literally a fear of losing belonging. So let's tap on it. So before we tap, we always start feeling into the feelings. I'm going to invite you to close your eyes if it feels comfortable to do so. Take a deep breath in and out. And where in your body do you feel that? Just remember a situation where you realized you had more money and it was uncomfortable, or you were trying to hide it, or you almost apologized for it. Just find a situation that reminds you of that, and feel into your body where you feel that. Like, tune into those snide comments, or the whispers, or the looks. And you might even want to put your hand on where you feel it in your body. And then let's start tapping. Saturday hand or karate chop. Even though a part of me is afraid that people won't like me if I make more money, I deeply and completely accept myself. Even though I'm afraid that I'm going to get kicked out of the circle, that I just won't fit in any longer, I'm willing to feel this feeling, and I'm willing to explore it. Even though a part of me is absolutely certain that I will get kicked out of my circle if I make way more money than they do. I accept and love myself, even though I've let that limit me. Okay, take a deep breath in and out. Start tapping through the points, top of the head. If I make more money, people won't like me. Eyebrow. I'm afraid people will kick me out of the tribe. Side of the eye. Part of me is really afraid that I will no longer fit in. Under your eye. It feels so true that I will no longer fit in. Under your nose. I've heard those snide comments. Chin crease. I've seen the looks. Collarbone. People won't like me if I make more money. Under your arm, this feeling in my body. Top of the head, this fear of being excluded. And now just keep tapping at your own pace. This fear of no longer belonging. This fear of being excluded. This fear of them no longer liking me. I can feel it in my body. And it's uncomfortable. I don't want to lose my friends. I don't want to alienate my family. It's like there's an unspoken rule that we're all going to earn about the same. And I can't break that rule. I really like my friends. I don't want to risk losing their friendship. This feeling in my body, this fear of losing belonging. It's coming from this old fear of survival. Because way back when, being different was literally a threat to survival. And there's a part of my brain that is still afraid. However, I can give my brain new information. I can give my brain updated information. Is it possible that I will lose some friends? Maybe. And I would really be sad about that. But I'm willing to entertain a different story just for a little while. What if my friends are my friends because of who I am, not how much I earn? What if my friends love me for me? What if they really like my sense of humor? Or my confidence? Or my caring nature? Or how I love helping people? What if they like me for me? And what if money has nothing to do with our relationship? And when I look at this realistically, if people stop liking me because I start making more money, and because I'm becoming a better and better money manager, maybe our friendship was conditional all along. If they stop liking me because I make more money, would they also stop liking me if I lost everything? I really truly do see the reality that some friendships might be conditional and that I might outgrow these friends. And that just might be okay. And I'm also willing to entertain the possibility that there might be even deeper friendships possible with others who are on the same path. If I step back for a moment, shrinking my financial success just to fit in means shrinking myself. Staying small just so I can fit in. Am I willing to do that? If I'm not willing to do that, I'm willing to be courageous. I'm willing to take a serious look at my friends and see which friends are real friends. Friendships regardless of income. Friends who love me for who I am. I wouldn't stop friendships just because somebody makes more money or loses everything. And if I'm a friend like this, somebody else is probably that same friend to me. And the more I expand the possibility of having friends who are like-minded, the more I am looking for friends who are like-minded, the more I will actually find them. Because that's how the universe works. What I put my attention on grows. I put my attention on having real, true friendships regardless of our finances. And the exciting part is that more and more women right now are earning more and more money and growing in their finances. And they're actively working on their money mindset. There are more and more programs of women actually tackling this very thing. Just like me. Well, sounds like I fit right in. I am willing to consider that I already have deep friendships just because of who I am and who they are. And if I were to lose any friends because I start earning more, that friendship has always been conditional anyway. And maybe this is going to be way easier than I expected. I am ready to shift into the possibility of having growth-oriented friendships. And I'm going to be the one who's taking the first step. And that feels really good. Okay, take a deep breath in and out, stop tapping. And feel into your body. What do you feel like right now? Does that still just feel just as true? Do you feel different about it? Is there a possibility that you can have extraordinary friendships no matter how much you earn? Thank you for tapping along with me. This was day 4. If you are not subscribed and have notifications turned on, make sure you are so that you don't miss any of these daily videos. And with that, invite a friend, because friends come right along. And if you're sharing this particular video with a friend that you think might resonate with this, you probably have a buddy who's on the same path as you are. I'm so excited you've been here with me. Fill out your tracker. If you haven't, make sure you do. Fill out your tracker. The link is in the description box, and then come back tomorrow for day 5. Have a wonderful day.